Hello, everyone.
Hello, everybody. I'm just gonna lower this so I can see.
Oh, hold on, you're moving the camera.
I'm not moving it right now, though. There. We're still good, right?
Yeah, it's just a little wonky now, but yeah.
There.
It's fine.
I just couldn't see what the peoples are saying.
Oh, I could have just...
Oh. Ah.
But hi, Angela. Hi, Kayla.
Yes, hi, guys. 3 hours in, and my brother almost vomited. Oh. Well.
Ooh, fun road trip.
That sounds like a great time. That does not... Yeah, that sounds rough.
I've had some bad experiences on road trips like that. My
Yeah.
condolences to your brother.
Yeah, I get car sick really bad sometimes, so I feel that in my soul right there. Very not.
Sorry. This is just gonna...
It's gonna bother you.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna bother me.
Okay.
I want it, like, straight down.
Okay, there it is. So, yeah, we have the super awesome illustrated edition of the Silmarillion.
Well, hopefully it's super awesome. Obviously, it still has the plastic wrap on it.
I know, we haven't even taken the stuff off of it yet. Should we do that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's take the
Let's
stuff
see,
off.
will this have a good smell or a super chemically smell? Like, what book was that I got? Oh, Metro 2033. I bought a new copy of it and it smelt...
Terrible.
It's just of chemicals. It was awful. I felt dizzy after I sniffed it.
Here we go. Let's take the stuff off. Take off the stuff. Take off the stuff. Ah. Look at that.
Ooh, so clean.
Look at that. Alright, I gotta smell it. Oh. Oh.
I love how it's just... I wish we had a camera on you right now. Just face in the book. Just
smell it.
Smells like the Shire. Alright.
Alright, so there it is. Without the wrapper on it. It smells lovely. You guys are doing well. I'm out walking the pup and lurking along. That's all good. Glad you popped in. And the pup needs to go for a you-know-what. I'm not going to say the word. Because our dog will get ridiculously excited if I say the word.
Yeah, we can't even spell that word anymore. He knows how to spell it now.
Yeah, we can't say it or spell it. He knows what it means. So I've started saying, are you going to take him for a thing? Because otherwise he gets too excited. And then really disappointed when he doesn't get to go.
But I really like the cover. That like matte navy blue along with the
green,
the silver,
and the green.
Yeah,
it's gorgeous. All of the Elvish here, and then
right. I wish I took that Elvish course in school now so I could read it.
This is green, and then you have this. Whoop, whoop. There we go. You can see there's some Elvish there on like the pages. And then on the back you've got some quotes, a couple of quotes. From the Financial Times, at times rises to the greatness of true myth. A creation of singular beauty, magnificent in its best moments, from the Washington Post. A grim, tragic, brooding, and beautiful book, shot through with heroism and hope. Its power is almost that of mysticism, from the Toronto Globe and Mail. Then you've got the side here with the little token logo.
I'd lower it so you can see the whole thing. Yeah.
There we go. And then you've got his signature right there. Like, it's just so sleek and clean looking.
Right. I think the best part about this book is that it's illustrated by Tolkien.
Mm-hmm.
I love how they just said illustrated by the author. Like,
Yeah.
you already know who.
Yeah.
Hey Anna, how's it going? No, I have not read it. Well, not the whole thing. I didn't finish. But I did start reading it.
So on the inside, the Guardian here says, how, given little over half a century, did one man become the creative equivalent of a people? He's a genius, man.
Ooh, hold on. Show that. Take the dust jacket off. That.
So you have a blurb here, kind of basically like what the book is about. And then on the back, you've got some information here about J R.R. Tolkien and his son Christopher, who edited the Silmarillion. And then this is the actual book itself. Maybe we'll just leave this off.
Yeah. I was gonna say, this is one time. This is one time I think I would leave the dust jacket off. It's worth it to show off that. That looks
crazy.
So nice. I love the emerald green.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, the light green isn't really my thing. I think it works well. It all looks nice, but that emerald green is definitely much nicer.
It's metallic looking and everything. I also love that you got the three, like, this is definitely the Silmarils right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as someone who has read the entirety of the Silmarillion, what little things can you pick up from the cover and everything?
And then you've got the back. The back is just the back. But you've got...
Is that a smudge on there already? What happened? That's it. I'm returning it. There's a scuff mark on it. Can't have that.
Well, these are the Silmarils right here. That's what that is. And then there's some flowers. Hang on.
And it looks like we got some goodies in here.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? Here we can all see the reveal of whatever this is.
Look at that.
Oh, okay.
We get a nice big map of Beleriand and East Beleriand. This is the map he drew. This is a replica of the map he drew, him's the author. Yeah, you just...
I mean, that's pretty awesome.
The realm of
that
Morgothron.
That's right definitely good enough to put into a frame.
It's got this white border around it.
Because I think it's supposed to be framed.
It just looks really awesome. You can kind of see, like, this almost looks like pencil that's been smudged. Doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm further away, so I can't really tell, but...
Yes.
I mean, hey, even a genius makes mistakes. I mean, you can definitely see where he wrote things here, and right here where he erased it.
Yeah, this is awesome.
And yeah, you can kind of see it on video there.
How it's like a final product, but you can see past ideas, like, jotted down in here. It's very cool. That's awesome. That's just awesome. There's another goodie in the back, too.
Oh, really?
Yes. So then in the back we get another lovely thing here. Let's see what we got.
The map is nice, but I'm kind of sad that they, creased it all and folded it up like that.
Oh,
with like this thick paper. Because now, like, you're never gonna get those creases out.
I don't know how you're gonna send them in with the book, though.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah.
Might have almost been better to just make them smaller, like the size of one of the pages, and just send it without the creases.
So then this map was done by Christopher Tolkien for the Silmarillion.
Oh, look at that! No errors,
Well,
no marks.
because his dad did the first draft. So then you've got this like nice kind of clean, prettier looking map.
I know, I was just kidding.
But I kind of almost like the other one better in a way.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, that's like the original draft, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This is clean and polished, but the other one, I mean, this one like tells a story
Yeah,
about
you can see the
like you can see all the errors and just how things kind of changed.
yeah
Like if we look at that, I'm sure we can kind of decipher what this says and like here.
yeah
We can see like places that maybe he had an idea that he wanted to include, but then was like, no, I shouldn't. And other places that he moved around.
yeah. It's this is definitely like the creative process in action.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
so much more interesting than just that. I mean, that's
then
beautiful. It's great.
the final like product almost.
But yeah, I always find
Yeah, this
like
just has
first
the
drafts so much more interesting.
this has the thought process and the creativity of it. Really just all over the page. It's pretty cool that they give you both of these. That's pretty awesome.
I wonder how long it took him just to get that map how he wanted it. You know, you see all those errors. I wonder over what time frame did all of that take place?
Considering that there's like multiple maps too, because that's not the entirety of Middle Earth.
That's what I mean.
That's just a section of Middle Earth. Like
I'm sure it's somewhere, but I would just love to see if Tolkien ever kind of broke down how long he invested in each process. Like he created a whole language. Like how long did that take him?
multiple languages.
Yeah, like that must have been, you know.
I mean, I know that like Middle Earth and all of that was like just decades and decades of writing and notes and letters and
Well, that's kind of what Westeros is too. I mean, Martin's been working on it for, you know, since he was a child.
right. Yeah, he's had the idea since he was a kid, right?
Anyways,
Wasn't he was like playing with his turtles or something when he had the idea for Westeros? Wasn't that something?
yeah, he had pet turtles, and he
Yeah.
would make up stories for them when he was a kid about being knights and
That's right.
lords and that sort of thing. But no, that was just a taste. Now,
Yeah, let's check this out. Let's pop this open. I don't think we're gonna get as many illustrations as, say, Harry Potter or
oh, I thought that was like a little stamp or something they included.
no, it's
too.
just a little like pencil drawing. It's very cute though. It's just a little pencil drawing of the Silmarils. Which the Silmarils were made from the lights of the trees.
Oh, okay.
So it's
So
this
those
tree
are
and the Silmarils and this little cute
the tree that's not explained within that bad show.
The bad show? Yeah, I know. Because if you read the Silmarillion, you'd be like, oh, it's the two trees. Oh, I know what's happening. And then you've got their second title page here with all this lovely stuff going on here that I can't read. And then on this side, you have all the works of J R.R Tolkien. Everything. Works that he published, works that were published posthumously, histories of Middle Earth, by Christopher Tolkien, like all kinds of stuff. all kinds of stuff. Lots of things happening over there. We've got our table of contents of the beginning of days. That's how they all start.
Oh, there we go. We have we can just hop to the illustrations if we want. Look at that.
Yes, look at that. Look at that. Oh wow, there's quite a few illustrations.
Oh, okay. We take it back. We are going to get a lot of illustrations.
This foreword is in here. It's in every copy of the Silmarillion. Preface to the second edition. From a letter by J R.R Tolkien to Milton Waldman. So you get a letter that he wrote where he talks about the Silmarillion, which was very interesting. Actually, this little letter that they always put in at the beginning is like Tolkien like talking about writing the Silmarillion and the stories and why certain things are the way they are, and what I wanted to do with this was illustrate this and blah 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 blah. Well, that's pretty interesting. And then a note on the illustrations. Boy, we got lots of stuff happening. This actually is probably pretty interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Just about the illustrations themselves and Tolkien's ideas.
Oh, is this our first one?
Yep, this is The Hills of the Morning.
Oh, is this supposed to be not Melkor, Eru?
Possibly. In the beginning, right here.
Just a circle of light, see? Accurate.
So your video wasn't wrong.
That's right.
Well, the little spirals in the ocean.
Tolkien did illustrations for The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. One of Tolkien's most famous illustrations is his one that he did of Smaug.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, or Smaug is like wrapped around the bottom of the page.
Mm.
I mean, this is cool. It's very myth, ancient.
I feel like this is how all of his illustrations are going to be, though.
Like this kind of ancient.
I think this is just the style of all the illustrations. I mean, that's what this is, you know? This is
that's
the
true.
Religious text.
It is pretty much the Bible of Middle Earth.
Exactly.
It's very much got like ancient history in a temple somewhere kind of look to it.
What are you looking at?
I'm checking the next page. All right.
Oh, what's that?
The Tale of
like
the
a
Years.
Letter?
It is the Tale of the Years manuscript page. From the coming of the Valar to the kingdom of Arda until the end of the first age of the children of Ilúvatar. That's a manuscript page.
Is that his handwriting? That's how he wrote the whole thing? Oh my god.
You know, like, well, if he was, I read this.
Like, I get writing that way for like a final draft or something to send in, but like a manuscript page, he's taking the time to do all of that detail in the lettering, and
I also read that when he was writing, like if he was writing and he made a mistake, he would start over.
I feel like he may have had OCD.
This is very cool, this manuscript page. It's pretty awesome. I'm like, I would do that. Like, I'm thinking about Tolkien, like, yeah, that sounds right. I feel like that's something I would do. I know it sounds absolutely crazy, but, like, If I could write like that, I would write like that all the time. It's awesome. It looks like a medieval text.
I
It's
mean,
pretty
yeah, it
awesome.
looks awesome. It's just like
The music of the Ainur.
knowing that he wrote all of it by hand. The fact that he sat down and not only wrote it all by hand, but wrote it in a way that just takes time as it is and is very difficult is crazy.
Makes you really think about what you're writing, though. What words you really want to use.
No,
I
I don't
guess.
think so. I think at that point I would just see letters and I wouldn't,
Think
because
about
my
what you're
mind
writing.
would go somewhere else as I'm just making one letter. Like, oh, what was I writing again?
Well, that's how your brain works, though.
Well, yeah, I guess that's ADHD brain.
Anna says that's how their mom taught them to write. One mistake: rip up the page, start over.
Oh, Jesus.
So, the world from Newman
I
to
would have
Roman.
just never learned how to write.
So here's the.
I'm
Here's
sure
like
your
a
handwriting is very good, though, at this point, if that's how you were taught.
So we've got this nice little sketch of the world.
Oh,
It's
very
very
cool.
much a sketch. I feel like there's notes that have been erased, or there's notes behind it on the
Yeah.
back of the page. Very cool.
That really comes across as like a Da Vinci's notebook
It
page.
does, doesn't it? Yeah,
The whole style.
very much so. And then we get
Another little stamp.
a
Drawing.
little floral drawing. The history of the Silmarillions. Now it's getting real. Before, this was just all like the creation story. Now it's getting real. Of the beginning of days.
This little baby tree.
Baby tree. It's cute. That's nice.
See what? Oh, speaking of Da Vinci's notebook pages, that is very much so.
The world, about 500 years after the fall of the lamps, Helkar and Ringil, and the first fortification of the north by Melkor.
Oh, did he build a wall
No.
across the north?
I mean, all of his armies and everything are in the north. Yeah.
Melkor the Night King.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's pretty Da Vinci looking. I mean, it's very cool. I love the creativity there. And all the little notes.
I was gonna say, I can barely.
I can't.
Probably doesn't come across in the video because I can barely read it.
Yeah, it's
5 inches away.
yeah. This is something like you got to really look at.
Yeah.
But it's really cool. Like I just want to sit and look at it because I can't see it from here. There's the north. There's the south, and Valinor is over there. Numenor will be over there somewhere when it's born. I love the map sketches. They're very cool.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that!
Now we're getting some color. Look at that mustache.
Look at that!
Man, I said it looks like a mustache. Now I can't unsee it. Is that supposed to be like Mount Doom or something?
No,
What is that?
It's Tanakwi.
Oh, that. Okay. My mistake.
There's a big castle up on the top. See,
Oh, okay.
we're in Valinor. This is where the gods live.
Oh, it's colorful.
It's lovely. That is not what I was expecting to see when I turned the page.
No? What were you
I
expecting?
don't know, but nothing like this colorful and colorful.
They supposed to live in big gray castles?
No, this looks
That's
very
mortal shit.
This is very modern
The
looking.
gods live in lush colors and a bounty of beauty.
Well, yes. I just mean the colorfulness of it. Everything else has been very, like, dainty looking in comparison. And then,
Hey.
boom, color.
Tolkien's wife bought him some paint for his birthday. He wanted to use it.
Maybe. Yeah, it's got some Kandinsky vibes to it. Yeah. Yeah. And then we got a couple of, see? Look at them dainty little flowers of Aule and Yavanna. And let's see, what else do we got here? The coming of the elves and the captivity of Melkor. And we get this sun looking image. The illustration is labeled Finwë Device.
Finwë? What's Finwë?
Finwë is the, like, king of the Noldor elves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know all about them, right?
Yes, of course. I'm not the only one here who hasn't read the Silmarillion.
Finwë was, like, the king of the Noldor elves. So, like, there's 3 kinds of elves.
Mm-hmm.
The Noldor are, like, the more naughty elves, I guess.
All right. I like these guys.
They are the ones that do, like, most of the murdering and things.
I take it back. I don't like them.
Um,
Too bad.
But they are the ones that made the Silmarils.
Yeah, they're not all bad, I guess. Well, actually, no. The Silmarils led to a lot of bad things, so yeah, makes sense.
Galadriel's one of them.
Good Galadriel. Not
the real Galadriel.
Not Amazon Galadriel.
They all just call her Strong Woman on the internet.
Strong Woman.
Yeah. And then Strong Woman went to Eregion with not Sauron. And then Strong Woman
with obviously Sauron.
And then Strong Woman decided to be an asshole to everyone to try to convince them that they need to work with her. Alright, so this is Mellion's pattern picture. Melion is a goddess.
Mm-hmm.
Thingol.
Goddess of what thing?
No, Thingol. Thingol.
Oh, Thingol. Okay.
Is an elf. And he must have had it going on because he married her.
Ooh la la.
Yeah. He married her and she decided to live with the elves instead of in Valinor with the rest of the Valar. And she decided to hook up with an elf and do that.
Oh, okay.
They are Luthien's parents.
I guess. Good for you, Melian.
Of Eldamar and the princes of the Eldele.
Like I was just like sigils.
It is just like sigils. It's pretty cool. I like it.
I wonder if you can break it down if it... Oh, there we go. There's more color for you.
Yeah, I know, right? Wow, that's pretty bright. The Shores of Fairy. Looks nice, right?
Oh, it looks very cool.
You've got the moon and the sun. The light from the trees.
Like,
well, they're...
unleashing these tendrils of...
I think this is supposed to be
It looks
the
like
trees.
slime, honestly.
I think this is supposed to be the 2 trees.
Encasing all of it.
And then you've got, like, the moon and the sun, like, hanging off the tree.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you mean.
I think that's what that's supposed to be. Very colorful. Very cool.
That's very psychedelic. Looks like I'm looking down a kaleidoscope.
Of Feanor and the Unchaining of Melkor.
Oh.
This is where the shit starts. This is when the shit starts to go down.
The Unchaining of Melkor. That's like the Unchaining of Loki. Start Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Well, the Unchaining of Fenrir, I guess, would be a better...
Except, they willingly unchain Melkor because he says he's sorry. And he won't do it again. So they're like, okay, we'll give you another shot. So he's walking around Valinor and everything's cool. And then Feanor makes the Silmarils.
Mm.
And everyone's like, ooh. And
Melkor's bad nature just comes right back.
I gotta do it. Ooh, said all the little crocodiles. And Melkor sees them and he's like, I gots to have that. I needs that. And then a whole bunch of shit starts. And then Feanor dooms his family for all of eternity.
Feanor.
And he kills a bunch of people. He kills his fellow elves. Like, a lot of them. Is bad.
Oh, we've had that in the show.
Melkor steals the Silmarils, eventually. And then Feanor swears an oath that he and his kin will never rest until they get the Silmarils back. And that oath causes Feanor and like his entire family to just continue to die brutally trying to get the Silmarils back from Melkor. And in the writing, it's like when Tolkien is like talking about it, like something will be happening someplace else. Like something else will be going on.
Yeah.
And then he'll just write, and then the oath of Feanor reared its ugly head once more. And you're just like, oh no, what's gonna happen? No!
Who did Melkor kill this time?
And just people die and get murdered, and it's terrible every time. And it's always the same thing. Tolkien's always like, and then the oath of Feanor came back, and just every time. Over and over and over. And like, they kill other elves, they like kill each other, they go to war, like, it's terrible. And Morgoth has the Silmarils fitted into...
Speaking of Silmar... Oh, that's the same image from...
the very beginning.
Yeah.
Well, we already saw that. We don't need to look at that. Oh, look, it comes with a little silver bookmark. Look at that. Look at that. You get a little bookmark. That's nice. Oh, and there's that image again. That same sigil.
So is the sigil just... Oh, look who it is. What is that?
That is the Halls of Manwë.
Oh, okay.
Did you think that was Morgoth?
I thought it was Morgoth for a second. But then I was like, wait, no, we're too far, because he just got released. Because Morgoth, you got, like, the clouds and then the glowing light on top. It's supposed to represent Morgoth. In one of his first forms.
Manwë is like... if Eru is like God, Manwë is like the next dude in charge.
Oh, so he's like Jesus.
Yeah, sure. It's like Jesus, I guess.
Well, not his son, so.
He's kind of like Odin. He's in charge of everybody. But he's not rude. He's actually nice.
A god that's in charge that isn't, like,
vengeful,
getting naughty with everything, vengeful, or corrupt with power, doesn't seem right.
Yeah. Manwë is a good dude.
That's crazy. I don't believe it.
Yeah. Anyway, he lives there, I guess.
Okay.
That's where he lives, it looks like a nice place. And then we have another sigil right here, of the flight of the Noldor. Here it is. This is when they do it. They decide to leave Valinor to chase Morgoth across Middle-earth to get the Silmarils back.
What could go wrong?
Well, the other elves, there's these other elves called the Telari.
Mm-hmm.
Teleri. They build ships. That's what they're good at. They're good at building ships. And Feanor was like, "Hey, let me have your ships so I can sail across the sea and go after Morgoth." And
they're like, "So you don't want us to come after him with you? Bet. Good luck."
Well, they were like, "No, we don't want to." They just wanted to like live on the shore and mind their own business. So they were just like, "No, we don't want to be a part of this."
My people. That's all I want. I just want to live on a shore and mind my own business.
So Feanor responded by slaughtering them and taking their ships. So they didn't get to stay living on the shore. It didn't go well for them.
Not a good look, Feanor.
This is very nice. This illustration is called, let me see. What page are we on? This illustration is called Luthien 1. So there's that. Alright, there's our bookmark. Let's see. Oh, and then we've got...
Spiky Sun.
It's called Winged Sun. Very nice. Very nice.
Very dragonish looking.
Of the sun and moon and the hiding of Valinor. Ah, yes. The trees have been destroyed. We are going to hide now and just have the sun and moon.
Of men.
Of men. This is where...
And mice.
Yes. This illustration is called Baron Device. Makes sense. The Return of the Noldor. There's Feanor's sigil again.
We got our kaleidoscope back.
Yeah. Oh, and here we go. Here's a nice...
Mithrium?
Mithrim. It's a nice landscape, isn't it? It's a nice landscape. I'm
That's
sorry.
actually really nice.
I've shown it to you upside down. I apologise. Let's see if I can show it to you right side up. There we go. That's lovely. It's very nice. Very tranquil, calming. I like the border thing. The border thing is pretty cool. Sorry, I need a drink.
Hey Dan, how's it going?
Let's see what else we got in here. Oh,
some more
Nargothrond.
landscapes.
Another Nargothrond is a pretty famous place.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of things happen there.
Is that supposed to be the sea that it's next to, or is it like a desert, or is it just an artistic choice to leave that?
I think it's a choice
blank.
to just leave it blank.
Okay. Just curious if it was like a city on the sea or
No.
some desert town.
No, it's like right in the middle of everything.
Oh,
It's
okay.
It's on that map. All of his illustrations are like so dainty and
Have you seen the man's handwriting?
of Beleriand and its realms. There you go. There's a new sigil right there. I call it a sigil. I don't.
It looks like a sigil.
They all look like sigils.
And he's been using them on each chapter with that individual, so I'm kind of assuming
it's like their sigil.
A sigil, or at least an image that represents certain people.
If you, like me, when you're reading Tolkien and he's talking about this location and that location, it's hard in my head to see it.
Mm-hmm.
The map helps.
See, that's something I don't have a problem with.
I struggle with it for some reason. I don't know why. I don't struggle with it with Westeros, but for some reason when I think part of the issue I had with the Silmarillion was every location also has like 5 names. So,
okay.
This is helpful though, because not only do you have the locations of the kingdoms, but it also tells you who's ruling which kingdom where.
Right, that's pretty
nice. So, Doria, okay. Thingol and Melion live there. You know, Turgon is over here. Fingolfin is up here. Fingon is over here. Finrod is over here. Also, I'm just gonna point it out here. That guy's name is Aegnor.
Aegnor?
A-E-G.
Oh.
Just throwing it out there.
Saying that someone may have stolen something.
No!
Who would never steal anything from J R.R. Tolkien.
This one is called Idril Celebrimbor.
Maps are really useful in books, Dan. I really think that any fantasy writer should include a map.
Right? If it's not taking place in the world, then you might want to put a map in there to describe where...
It doesn't have to be like a pristine map like Tolkien's or anything. Just a little something.
Tolkien drew his like he was a cartographer, or a topographer.
No, cartographer.
But he put the levels in the lake and everything.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he did it like straight up like a cartographer would.
Yeah.
You don't have to go that far. It's okay. Just want to know where stuff is. It's all good. So basically, the other image is the same. This is the same place. This is Nargothrond.
Oh, but now you have it's filled in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well now my answer, my
drawing.
question is answered.
Yeah, see, there's a river with a little bridge. He did more than one drawing of the same place. Very, very interesting.
And also, yes, Dan, this is very simple art compared to the other books we've looked at, but...
Another sigil.
I wouldn't say necessarily... Yeah, it's simpler, but still. It's just different.
This is just a frieze of trees. Just some scenery.
Oh, okay.
Just some trees.
And it looks like a path, and it looks like a wall, maybe to a kingdom, gateway.
These are bridges across the water. Yeah, these are bridges across the water to this forest over here.
Either way, very nice.
It's very pretty. It's very stylistic, very... Oh, we got another one. Of the coming of the men into the west. Oh boy. Here we go. Men are showing up.
Manifest destiny. We must go west.
Of the ruin of Beleriand and the fall of Fingolfin.
I keep thinking Balerion.
I did too when I was reading this. It was so hard not to think of the dragon.
You know what's funny is that Balerion the Black Dread is actually named after a Valyrian god.
That's funny.
So, maybe referencing that old Valyria is somehow tied to Tolkien's world.
Well, the Valyrians don't act very much like the Valar. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Well, no, but I'm just, you know.
There's definitely some
maybe
creative overlap there a little bit.
Maybe he was hoping that at some point, you know, he could do some sort of crossover with Tolkien.
Tolkien's been dead for so long, though.
His estate still lives, his son and everything.
Christopher, I think, died a couple years ago.
Didn't he? Really?
I think so.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I think he did. Tolsirion. By the way, another picture. We got a picture here. Here's a couple of trees. And a very nice valley.
Sunset, sunrise,
Vale.
red sky.
very
Wait,
pretty.
what is that? Is that... There's like a little line there. Is that supposed to be Mount Doom or something?
Mount Doom comes later.
Well, what is that? Is it a smudge or is that supposed to be something back there?
It could be something back there. It could be. I'm just saying it's probably not Mount Doom because we're not there yet. But it could be Morgoth's fortress back there.
It's Morgoth's fortress. There we go.
Okay. Is that Angband?
Yes.
Okay. We'll just say it is. Just because. I'm sorry I'm not opening this up super wide. We've got more floral of Baron and Luthien. This is the story you would probably really like because there's a good boy in it.
Yes. My favorite kind of stories.
One with the good boy. Again, Nargothrond. Another drawing of the same place.
You can open it a little bit more. The spine will be fine.
Alright, there we go.
Pretty sure you didn't move it at all.
I did a little bit.
A fantasy world map as detailed as Google Earth. Well, jeez. That's asking a lot.
I feel like we just got this. This is like the same, kind of the same thing, but not really. It's nice.
I feel like the closest you'll get to that, Dan, is like World of Warcraft. Maybe Skyrim.
Alright, and there is another sigil. Very cool. Let's see. Oh, look at that one. Of Turin Turambar. So sad. It's just like the most horrible story.
Oh, really?
Oh my god, it's so terrible.
Ooh, wait.
It's so devastating.
More handwritten notes.
Yes.
Oh, is that handwritten Elvish? That is, isn't it?
Part of the Tale of Turin, written in the Rumillion alphabet, a script invented and used by the elves only in Valinor.
So there you go.
Tolkien wrote the story in another language using a different alphabet.
Yep.
Right there. There it is.
And just want to point out, I think it may have been a myth that he would just start over because there's mistakes all over this. You can see where he erased
the page.
I don't know. I mean, maybe, but...
Look at that. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm gonna write this.
I agree.
I'm gonna write this story in another language, using an alphabet that I made up.
Just to make sure none of my other writer friends steal the story from me.
Crazy. Yeah, Turin is. It's such a terrible story. It's so sad.
Is that the death of the tree?
The trees died like way back there.
Well, there's a tree and it's dead, so...
It's Fangorn Forest.
Oh, okay.
It's not a good time there. I love that the trees are all different colors. There's a red one in there that looks like it's got giraffe spots on it.
Right, this one's like all black with like these white veins creeping up it.
That one's like purple.
Got all green, purple, blue.
There's another purple one, another blue one. I like this one quite a lot.
Got very dark. Pangorn. Oh, it just says
Fangorn Forest.
Pangorn.
Oh, look, a dragon.
Is that Smaug?
No. Glauron sets forth to seek Turin.
Tolkien wasn't the greatest at dragons. The man's got landscapes down, but, you know, he can invent other languages, create a whole world, but his Achilles heel, dragons. Couldn't do it.
It's got that very medieval vibe to it, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
But so does the whole illustration in a way, too. Glaurung is the father of all dragons.
Oh, isn't he like basically the biggest dragon in all of fantasy?
No. He doesn't have wings. He's a worm.
Okay.
And Turin, he fucks up his life hardcore.
How so?
Turin ends up marrying this woman.
Right.
Who is actually his sister.
Mm-hmm.
But the dragon, like, put a spell on her that she didn't remember who she was.
Oh.
So they get married, and...
But he didn't remember who she was?
No, because they like, don't know each other. But they're brother and sister. So they get married.
How did she know and he didn't?
What happens? Something happens where he puts a spell on her.
I guess we'll have to read the book.
Either way, she forgets she married him or something. Either way, they get married. They're brother and sister. They don't know they're brother and sister. And then Turin fights the dragon. Kills the dragon, but gets, like, grievously wounded.
Mm-hmm.
And then she finds him and she thinks he's dead.
Yeah.
So she, like, kills herself.
Oh, so it's Romeo and Juliet?
And then he wakes up and then finds out she died and then finds out that, like, it's his sister. So then, like, he kills himself.
Ugh.
But it's all a part of this curse put on their father by Morgoth.
Okay.
It's like a whole thing. But it's terrible. It's so terrible. It's not a good time. I butchered that story, but the point is, it's not a good time.
No one had fun.
No. Well, I bet the dragon had fun. For a while. Of the Ruin of Doriath. There we go. There's another sigil. That's nice. I mean, it's kind of cool we got a dragon picture, right? Oh no, the fall of Gondolin. So sad. Oh look, here's Gondolin. There it is. That's nice.
See what I mean? Landscapes look pristine. Them dragons.
Gondolin is a hidden city.
Oh.
You can't get in there unless you know, like, the way to get in there. It's kind of like Grimmauld Place.
Gotcha. It reminds me of Shang-Chi. You haven't watched that movie, have you?
No.
Well, there's a city where basically these... I don't think they were gods, but they were, like, very blessed magical people. And you could only get into the city at a specific time of year, and you had to go the exact right direction.
Got you.
Otherwise, the forest would, like, close in around you. It was always shifting.
Interesting. This is just called Water, Wind, and Sand.
Okay.
It's
We
nice.
got our avatar.
Right? Of the Voyage of Eärendil and the War of Wrath.
I like how some of these illustrations are very specific on what they are, and then other ones, it's like Tolkien was just bored and wanted to draw something pretty.
There's some flowers, and right there it says, "Here ends the Silmarillion. If it has passed from the high and the beautiful to darkness and ruin, that was of old the fate of Ard Amard, And if any change shall come, and the marring be amended, Manwë and Varda may know, but they have not revealed it, and it is not declared in the dooms of Mandos. And then we have this section. A Calabeth. With this very ornate patterned thing. Tolkien was really into the pattern thing, wasn't he?
I mean, it looks really good. It kind of fits all of it.
So here it is. Numenor.
Numenor.
Our island nation here. You got
Will
a nice
last
map.
a million years. I am sure. Until Galadriel shows up.
Yeah.
And ruin everything.
So yeah, we've got Numenor. It's pretty cool. This is when you get all the stuff with Sauron and...
This is spoilers.
This is spoiler territory for the bad show. Yes. You know what this says?
The show that's apparently going to be rebooted already. that's a story for afterwards. That is a rug.
Literally says Numenorian carpet.
Really? I was gonna say, it looks like a rug.
It is.
So that's all right. Nailed it.
Tolkien drew a carpet.
It's a very pretty carpet.
It's a very nice carpet. He drew a carpet for his.
Oh, and we get the backside of the carpet
yeah,
too.
There's the other part of the carpet. There you go. Very nice.
Rugs are very prized, I have learned.
Rugs?
Yeah. I told you, Fuzz used to work in that business.
Okay.
And they were like $10,000 rugs. Or more.
Of the Rings of Power and the Third Age.
Oh, here we go. Is that like the Eye of Sauron?
Yeah.
That's his original drawing?
Yeah.
Just gonna say it. I think they did it better in the movies. That is in no ways creepy or scary at all.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. So this is This is just a mountain landscape. Very nice. Lovely.
I want to move it up just a little bit.
Sorry, guys.
Centered in.
There you go.
Rings of Power is written by Malcor.
I think that's an insult to Melkor.
Ouch.
I think he could have written it better. Look,
It was
there's
written,
Mount Doom. There it is.
It was written by you while you were drunk. And then they just put it into a show, like I put that illustration over your story of Eru Iluvatar.
No, I wouldn't. Oh, no. I wouldn't write something that bad if I was.
And then Galadriel just walked up to him and said, "You listen here, bud. You're gonna take me back to Middle Earth. Or there's gonna be trouble."
There's a tempest in me. Look, there it is. There's Mount Doom. Right there. There you go.
There it is.
There
Look at that.
is. There it is. This doesn't look like a good place.
I mean, it looks alright.
Just...
What's so bad about it? It doesn't look bad from there. I mean, you got a volcano, sure, but
It's just black.
that's just free heat.
There's no color. There's no green.
There's red.
There is red. Alright, fair enough. Barad-dûr. There it is. The horrible tower.
Dun dun dun.
Where the eyeball
The itty bitty eyeball sits.
That's it right there.
Peter Jackson did it all wrong. Should have just been a little bitty eyeball.
This actually does look really depressing, I'm not gonna lie.
That actually would have been hilarious, though, if they had just like this black hole and then just a little eye. Like a normal eye.
Tables. Okay, here you go. Here's all of the
lineage of
yes,
the gods and
the
stuff.
gods, the
Gotta
elves.
open it a little bit more so you can see both sides. I know it hurts you.
There's a tree. And then a note on pronouncing things.
Oh, thank goodness. Now that is what I need.
So, C always has the value of K, never of S. Thus, Celeborn is Celeborn, not Celeborn. In a few cases, as Tulkas, Kementari, the K has been used in the spelling in this book. CH always has the value of K in Scotch, like lock, or German Buch, but never of CH in English as in church. So there's a note on the pronunciation of letters. Lots of letters.
All right.
Index of names of people.
Now I understand why everyone who's read the Silmarillion is like a grammar Nazi when it comes to like the spelling and the pronunciation of anything to do with Tolkien.
Because it tells you how to do it right here. I was watching a review of Rings of Power, and they were talking about Celebrimbor. And they kept calling him Celebrimbor, and it was hurting me so badly. It made me so upset. It's like, that's not how you say it. Oh my god.
The deluxe version of this book, quarter bound in blue leather. Ooh. I didn't even know you could get that version. I didn't see that.
This
sounds
is all
awesome.
names. This is all just names. And then at the very end, we have the Whomping Willow.
The Wumpy. Oh, Harry Potter crossover too. There you go.
That's the whole book?
Tolkien stole all the inspiration from all of them.
Oh, Tolkien stole it all?
Yeah. I did see that there was a like deluxe leather-bound version of The Lord of the Rings. It was kind of like that. But when we looked, I didn't see that version available for Silmarillion.
This is so nice.
It really is.
It's so pretty. I feel like the illustrations really do fit the kind of book that it is.
Yeah.
Because it very much is like a Bible, mythos kind of a thing. And the illustrations are very...
biblical. They're honestly medieval.
Very, like, medieval looking. And
Like, I remember reading about Leonardo da Vinci, and one of the things that made him such a great artist was that he developed perspective and having things, putting depth into...
That was like the Renaissance thing.
Yeah.
But
Da Vinci was like the one who did it.
Perspective is a big deal. When people
and like
started
before
doing
that, in the Middle Ages, there was like no perspective on anything, right?
Oh my god,
so everything just seemed flat.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the style that he's doing.
It does kind of have that vibe to it.
He did manage to put like perspective in, but
everything is very like patterned too. A lot of patterns and geometry and the little symbols and things.
It's very appropriate that he put a rug in there though, because what do you get on a rug? It's patterns and geometry.
I just love that he put the carpet in there.
Version of the Silmarillion is UK right now. Oh, okay. So it's only in the UK. There's they did quarterbound red version of Lord of the Rings. Yeah, the red one is what I was talking about with Lord of the Rings. The maps are bigger. Oh, see, that's cool.
There goes the UK again.
I know. Just like I said in the
Rise of the Dragon
video. UK just does it better with books every time.
I mean, I get them doing it with Tolkien because, like, he's their dude.
Yeah.
Martin is our dude.
It's true. I'm not even mad about, like, the US versus UK version of Rise of the Dragon, because I think the US version looks pretty freaking awesome with the illustrations and stuff. I'm just mad that like Fire and Blood doesn't match at all.
Yeah.
And the UK's
There's no consistency.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hardcover of Fire and Blood in the US was very just... I mean, it's not a bad cover, but it literally has no connection whatsoever to Rise of the Dragon.
But yeah, I think you will definitely have to keep an eye out for the leather-bound version when that comes out for this, though. Because, I mean, this is great. But if we had a leather-bound version, that would be real nice.
Beautiful. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And honestly, if we get the leather-bound version of this bad boy, might have to get the Lord of the Rings, too.
Oh, so expensive.
So about how big are the maps that you get with leather? Okay. Because this one is, I mean, put it next to the book for perspective, but, you know, it's probably double the book, I guess.
Hi, Peanut. Yep. Hey.
Oh, just say like 5-10 minutes.
Can you...
And we can just wrap this up.
5 minutes? Alright, 5 minutes. Alright. Bye-bye.
Alright, no worries. Things happen.
Okay.
A2 size? Okay, so... A2, yeah, that'd be a little bit bigger. Like, that's
And
nice, though.
how much was it? That's the next question. How much was the leather-bound edition?
I mean, leather. I'm just gonna throw out a guess and say it was somewhere around 100, give or take.
That would be my guess.
Although, if it's as nice as I'm thinking, maybe closer to 2.
Maybe.
Oh, what was it? There was a leather-bound book that was like 2. I can't remember. But I know, like, the Folio Society illustrated editions of Game of Thrones, each book is like 150.
No, each book is like 225.
Okay, 220.
Yeah. And each Game of Thrones book is 2 books.
Oh, Amazon at 82. Okay. I'm pretty sure that translates to about $100
yeah,
US.
So we were close.
That's fair. That's not a bad price at all for that.
I feel like this illustrated edition was very different than the illustrated books we've looked at previously, but very, very beautiful.
Yep.
Very lovely. Very affordable. If you want a really nice copy of the Silmarillion.
Yeah, if you can't get the leather-bound book or it's a little bit out of your price range, this one is about, what was it, $35?
This was $40.
$40 US.
That includes shipping.
Oh, really?
So with shipping and everything, it came to like $41.99.
I thought you had Prime. Don't you get free shipping?
Or no, I'm sorry, that's tax, not shipping.
Okay.
Sorry.
I was gonna say.
My bad. Tax, it was $41.99.
125. All right, so it's still kind of in the range. I mean, that's more what I was thinking. 125 euro.
This is super affordable. It's super pretty. The illustrations are very pretty. If you're looking for the illustrated edition of something and you're thinking it's going to be like Mina Lima Harry Potter or Rise of the Dragon or something like that, that's not what you're getting with this. This is very classic in nature.
Yeah, obviously Tolkien isn't an illustrator.
No.
He just happens to be a writer that could draw good.
I feel like he's
And I think I appreciate this more than like other illustrated editions, even though, you know, like what we've seen before obviously have been like these super detailed, outstanding illustrations.
Yeah.
But like this is you're getting the full package. Like you're not only getting how he describes it, but how he envisioned these places in his mind.
Yeah. Like what they looked like in his head. And,
Yeah.
they're kind of similar to, like, if you've seen any of J.K. Rowling's illustrations. Like if you have the Tales of Beetle the Bard, she did the illustrations for the Tales of Beetle the Bard. She's not an illustrator, but she did do illustrations.
Yeah, I could tell with the hairy heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it's not family oriented what it looks like.
But I love the illustrations. I think they fit the mood of the book itself. Like, I feel like the illustrations match the tone and setting of the story itself. I think they complement the story very well.
Yeah.
I like the medieval style to it. I appreciated that we got to see a Numenorian carpet.
Yeah, right.
That was great.
I knew it too right off the bat. Like, that looks like a rug. Oh. I was close. It's carpet.
Yep.
Hey, Don, I have 3 copies of Lord of the Rings. I don't call that a problem. I call that a start. I mean, we can't say anything. We have like 6 copies of Harry Potter.
There's a lot of Harry Potter over here.
We have Russian, Japanese, all the illustrated editions. I can't even. That wasn't Romanian. We have another language, so
it's Macedonian.
Macedonian. Thank you.
Yeah.
My brain always goes to Romanian for some reason.
I don't know why. Yeah, and then we got the house editions. Yeah, we've got a lot of Harry Potter over there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if you're going for purely illustrations, there's probably a lot better options, but in terms of the value of each illustration, I think this outweighs all of them.
Yeah, this is from the man himself. It's his brain.
Yep, we have checked out the Minalimas. We have those versions.
Yep, we have them.
We might go through some of them. Well, there's only 2, so we might go through them in a future live stream. But this book was just released, so we felt it appropriate,
To take a look at it.
More so just because we had it sealed and we just were aching to pop it open and look at the illustrations.
But yeah, I love it. I think it's awesome. It's a beautiful book. It's absolutely stunning. It's very lovely. And I highly recommend it to any Tolkien fan.
Oh, absolutely.
Or
anyone who just wants to understand what was going on in the show and why people disliked it so much.
Yes.
On that note, though, hate to cut this short, but something did come up, so we're going to have to end the stream kind of abruptly today. But
yes, we apologize for that. But thank you everyone for tuning in and checking out the Silmarillion with us.
Hope you enjoyed, and if you were thinking about going and getting it, I have to say this is definitely the copy you should probably get. All right, until next time, take care, everyone.
Yes, have a lovely evening, everybody.
Have a good night, Don.